Well, guys, Xbox Game Pass continues to be the best service in gaming, and I'm super excited about the future of Xbox Game Pass, where they announced the upcoming games that's coming to Xbox Game Pass. As you guys see, Expedition 33, Towerborn. They're putting Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 from 2022, I believe, in there. Of course, Grand Theft Auto 5 and some more games is in the service. So shout out to Xbox Game Pass. It's a great value. And the problem with Xbox Game Pass is that there's still people out there that's hating on Xbox Game Pass.
You weak dudes make me sick.
And when I say people, you know I'm referring to the PlayStation fanboys. You know Xbox Game Pass is doing good when Tim Dog said, "Man, how good is Game Pass?" Hey Tim, I agree, man. I mean, unless you just hate Xbox, which a lot of these guys just hate Xbox, unless you just hate being a gamer, I don't know how people can sit here and bash Xbox Game Pass. If it's not for you, it's not for you. But to make up excuses like this guy, Sega Channel, it's just stupid. He says, not all that great for the amount of money they charge a month. Sega Channel, are you talking about 20 bucks? $20 a month is not bad at all for all of the content that Xbox Game Pass provides. Tim Dog responds to Sega Channel, says, "Nah, it's pretty good, my friend. Oblivion 2." He's referring to Oblivion Remake. It's supposed to drop April the 21st. That's another game that's going into Xbox Game Pass. And Sega Channel responds, "I'm just not really into old games. Expedition 33 looks good, but I could just buy the game straight up."
Shut your goofy ass up.
That's the point, dude. You could just buy the game straight up. Yes, of course you could, but if you have an Xbox console or PC Game Pass, you don't have to buy the game straight up. You can play it in the service for a mere $20 a month. So it's funny when I see these guys go out of their way trying to hate on Xbox Game Pass. He says he's not really into old games. Well, with that logic, I'm assuming you're going to talk shit about PlayStation Plus, right? Of course, you're not going to bash PlayStation Plus. The same PlayStation Plus that has went up in price in Canada recently and some other places around the world. But these guys continue to hate on Xbox Game Pass. Like I said, Tim Dog of all people, this is a guy, a diehard Xbox guy for years. But early 2024, he flipped the script when he heard that Xbox was going multi-platform, and maybe there were some things he didn't know or he felt that he should have known before other people. I don't really know the whole story, but Tim Dog is actually giving Xbox Game Pass praise.
Thank you for calling Xbox. How may I help you?
Can you please put Phil Spencer on the phone?
Is this Timothy Dog? Timothy Dog?
No, this is not Timothy Dog. This is not me,
not
bitch.
To call here anymore.
Put Phil Spencer on the phone, please.
My God. Timothy Dog.
No. Okay, look. Okay. This is my last time calling. I want to apologize to Phil Spencer, and I want to tell him that Xbox Game Pass is absolutely incredible. It's an incredible value. And I just wanted to tell him I'm sorry again.
Oh my goodness, you are a piece of shit.
Bitch, you don't have to talk to me like that.
Will not accept your apology. You said some hurtful things. Just let it go. Just let it go, Timothy Dog.
Wait until Phil Spencer hears about the way I've been treated.
Timothy Dog, I told you I am going to call the police next time you called here asking for Phil Spencer. You can't do this, Timothy Dog.
Phil, call me!
Oh my God.
So, like I said, Tim Dog was a diehard Xbox guy. Tim Dog is the last guy I thought would flip, to be honest with you guys. But he's saying, Game Pass is a good deal. But this Sega guy, he continued to find ways to hate on the service. Gamer Fool responded to Sega Channel. He said, "Keep up the good cope, my guy." Sega Channel responded, "Cope? Yeah, sure, I'm coping. Meanwhile, Game Pass subs are stagnant, and clearly it's a fail when even COD going day one did nothing. That's why you have Phil coming out today saying Game Pass isn't for everyone. Now, of course, he's referring to a recent article with Phil Spencer. Well, Phil Spencer pretty much said that Game Pass isn't for everyone. He said, "For me, I look at Game Pass as a healthy option." Notice he said option for certain people. It's not for everybody. If you play 1 or 2 games a year, Game Pass probably isn't the right business model for you. You should just buy those 2 games, and that will make total sense. But I want you to have the choice. So we remain focused on everything that's on Game Pass is also available to buy. We're making those games available to buy in more places. Why do these guys hate when Phil Spencer is being honest? Phil Spencer is being 100% honest here, and these PlayStation these PlayStation fanboys are trying to use it as ammunition.
I'm sick of you niggers. Every day the same shit.
Phil Spencer is right. Do you know how I know Phil Spencer is right? Because my father only played MLB The Show and Madden Football. Those are the 2 games he played every year. He was obviously a casual. I bought him an Xbox Series S for this specific reason. And last year, it was MLB The Show was, of course, an Xbox Game Pass. And I subscribed to Xbox Game Pass, not really thinking that I probably should have just bought the game, because I turned out paying more money for a yearly subscription than I did just buying those 2 games. Madden is not in Game Pass at launch, but they do give you 10 free hours, but he wanted the full game. So I noticed it was better to just buy those 2 games for my father instead of subscribing to Xbox Game Pass for MLB The Show. So there's a lot of casuals out there that only play Madden or a 2K or a FIFA or a Call of Duty, and that's the only games they will play in a year. So it will make no sense to get an Xbox Game Pass subscription paying $20 a month when you're only playing Call of Duty and 2K.
Yeah.
So Phil Spencer is 100% right here. But no, these dumbass PlayStation fanboys is acting like what Phil Spencer said is ammunition for bashing Xbox. No, he's right. I said this all of the time. If you only buy 2 games a year, why would you get Xbox Game Pass? That makes no sense. Xbox Game Pass is $20 a month, and they give you a plethora of games, all types of games. If you're a real gamer, Xbox Game Pass is for you. If you find yourself buying several games a month, Xbox Game Pass is most likely the service that you should get. You can save yourself money. No, it's not for everybody. PlayStation Plus is not for everybody. Console gaming is not for everybody. PC gaming is not for everybody. Why is this hard to understand? This is no W, dumbass ponies. This isn't Phil Spencer said Xbox Game Pass isn't for everybody, because it's not. It's not. You know, and I know casuals will go out there and buy 2 games a year. That's who Phil Spencer's talking about. He's not talking about the hardcore gamer. He's talking about the casuals. You know, the casuals that only play Fortnite? Yeah, the casuals that only play COD. Yes, the casuals that only play sports games. Yeah, those guys. Why would they subscribe to Xbox Game Pass? No, it makes no damn sense. So look, man. You dumbass PlayStation fanboys like Sega Channel that's saying, oh, well, Xbox Game Pass is too expensive. It's too expensive. $20 a month for all of the content they're providing for us. Not just the current content, but the future content. $20 a month is too much?
Do you need some money?
I've recently been playing the shit out of Game Pass. I finished The Vow. I finished South of Midnight. I've been playing Atomfall. I'm going to play Expedition 33. That's 4 games right there that I did not have to buy because they are in Xbox Game Pass. So when I buy a game like Assassin's Creed Shadows, that makes my wallet look good because I would have bought 4 other games, but not only had to buy 1. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? So PlayStation fanboys, just stop it. Worry about PlayStation. Worry about them increasing their prices all over the world. Worry about them increasing the prices of PlayStation Plus in certain areas in the world. Worry about that. Worry about them not having no damn games. Worry about them not providing you guys a showcase. You guys better pray they give you a showcase this year. Worry about that instead of worry about Phil Spencer saying maybe Xbox Game Pass isn't for everybody. It's the truth, dumbass ponies. Look, you know it's bad when Tim Dog actually said it's good at this point in his YouTube career. You know, Tim Dog has been bashing Xbox pretty consistently the last year and a half, and even he said, damn, Game Pass is good. But no, Sega Channel, no, it's not good. It's too expensive and blah, blah, blah. I buy my game. Shut your punk ass up. Look, I gotta go. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you happen to stumble across my channel, you think I'm decent enough, why don't you go ahead and subscribe? And if you subscribe, please hit that notification bell to know when my black ass is doing some new content, baby. All right, everybody. Peace and love. Peace and love. Shit. Damn, man.